I'm making breakfast for supper. That's always a favorite around here. And I thought I'd give you some tips on how I make my cheese grits. And I am a trained chef, and I've been told my cheese grits are really good. I do start out with half water and half milk, whether that's 2% or whole milk, whatever you got, use half and half. When you start to bring your liquid to a boil, go ahead and put in your butter. I usually use about 2 or 3 tablespoons, and add your salt and pepper to this mixture too, and that way everything will have a chance to dissolve and it'll already be in there. I'm making some bacon, so that's what you hear sizzling. Also, a tip on bacon, cook it low on medium or medium low, and that way it will not curl up on you. And flip often. So that's a bacon tip. Anyways, so once your liquid comes to a boil, I have about 4.5 to 5 cups of liquid here. Go ahead and add your grits, and when my liquid comes to a boil, I'll show you that. While I'm waiting for that to come to a boil, I am going to be making cheese grits. I grate my own cheese, whether it's for pimento cheese or cheese grits or cheese eggs. I do have in here a blend of cheese. This is Gouda cheese, and the finely shredded cheese you see is some packaged cheese that I had left over. I do like convenience every once in a while. This is mozzarella, and a little bit of mozzarella and a little bit of Italian cheese. So I think a blend of cheese always makes for a stellar product, especially cheese grits and pimento cheese. Pimento cheese, a blend of cheese, is really the way to go. I use Parmesan, Gouda cheese, sharp cheddar, and Monterey Jack or pepper jack. So that's a great combination. And a little bit of my mayonnaise ratio is mayonnaise and sour cream. And sometimes I throw in some cream cheese. So anyways, this is almost to a simmer. You got some bubbles going on. Watching something boil is painful, isn't it? All right, so as I'm turning this bacon, you see it's not curling up on me, or rather it has less of a chance of curling up on you if you cook it low and slow. And I have it's the Great Value brand thick cut. Okay, come on. Okay, it is coming to a simmer. Now, once you have milk in here, once it boils, it's gonna boil fast. So I'm gonna take that half on and half off. You see it's bubbling up fast. So when you pour in, oh, I wish I had a fourth hand or a third hand. When you pour in grits, you want to pour in a little at a time, and then whisk. Really, you want to whisk and pour at the same time, but I can't do that with just 2 hands. Little at a time, and whisk. And that way your grits are all separated and will not clump up. So I'm going to do the rest off camera. Okay, once it comes to a boil, or once you have all your grits in, you want to stir constantly. That is going to make for a super creamy grit. These are the quick grits, so it's only going to take like 5 minutes. As soon as I see this thickening up, which is almost immediately, and if I see it needs to be any thicker, I'll add, you can add, I have clean hands, sprinkle in a few grits. Little at a time, Okay, I've had the lid on. It's been about 3 or 4 minutes. That looks decently thick. It'll thicken up a little bit more as it sits. Let me bring this cheese over. Work smarter, not harder. Okay. Also with the cheese, put a little in, whisk it. Don't add your cheese all at once. If you do, it's just not going to melt properly. And all told, I'll probably add about a cup of cheese. And if it looks too thick, then I'll add a little bit more water. And that's how that goes. Now that looks like a good thickness. Let me get out a spoon. Hold on. Oh yeah, that's just about perfect. Alright, I went ahead and turned the heat off. Let's go ahead and taste it. That's the only way you'll know if it's good or not. Very, very good. So I hope you enjoyed those grit tips.